Hey Pisces. So I got a really interesting day today. I am feeling Mercury retrograde already, I think. Because we're in the shadow period, so communication's kind of slow. My webcam totally screwed up on me. I took it back. They gave me a different model. Brought it back here. The model only uses natural light. Okay. I don't have natural light. Not all day long, especially at night, right? So I took that back, got my money back, and then went to a different place and got the original model. Hopefully, because this is the third time I've tried to do your reading. Everything happens for a reason though, right? Maybe you're supposed to hear something different. So Pisces, planets. The 18th, the new moon is in Scorpio. That's on Saturday. My days are all messed up too. This is in your 9th house of travel and academics. You could be traveling for school. You could be wanting to expand your horizons, start a business. But promoting yourself is really good. Maybe even looking into doing applications for school. Maybe far away from where you are now. This is going to be a good half of the month for your career, I think, if you really put yourself out there. Use the energies. The sun is in Sagittarius on the 21st. This is your 10th house of career. So you're probably going to get a lot more out of the work that you do. If you want to get a raise, now is the time to ask for it. And again, update your resume, promote yourself, put yourself out there, go in social settings that, people can talk you into things like working. The 22nd, Neptune, your ruling planet, goes direct in your sign. It's been retrograde for about 6 months now. Since when it's retrograde, it tends to have people give you a lot of information. Sometimes it's more information than you really want to hear. This is good because then you get to hear what people really think. You get to see their true colors. Sometimes secrets come out that you need to know, but at the same time, everybody's sharing way too much. When it goes direct, there's going to be more of a kindness, a patience. And what's really cool is that people may actually start listening to what you have to say. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Because I don't think you guys feel like you've been heard lately. So watch out for not getting all of the facts. When people just kind of skim the surface of situations instead of bringing everything to light. So if you really have things that you want to say, now is the right time to do that, because on the 22nd, it's going to be a lot harder for you to feel like you can. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups. You guys were the first ones that came out. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have a trio. Ace of Swords. It's really cool. And this deck, that I'm using. You guys are the first sign that's getting this deck, by the way. The Spellcaster's Tarot. I just got it. I love it. I love it. It's so easy to work with. Sometimes the depictions in the pictures are different than the traditional tarot. So, if there's something that I describe and you're like, that doesn't sound right, or that's not what it normally is, it is the message that I'm getting. And a lot of times the message comes from what the picture looks like. So, we have the Knight of Pentacles also. In this deck, the swords are really fiery, which is really interesting. So to me, this is like when I say cut out the bullshit, this is that one thing that you're going to say that's going to change the direction of whatever has been going on in your life. Totally different direction. It's going to be a thought that comes to you from the universe. You're going to say it, and it's just going to change shit all over the place. So we have a trio of women here. This could be your tribe. If you look at this, the way that this is going with this trio of ladies, The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are facing each other as if they actually want to have a conversation and talk. And then the Queen of Cups, you right here, you're like, just kind of like looking away, not really paying attention to what's going on there. So I'm curious to see what the connection is. Is this maybe like friendships that you've had, maybe kind of a slow pace going? Because the Knight of Pentacles, it can be a very slow energy, but it's a tangible energy. So there's something that you want to get out that has to do with a very tangible material nature. So what are these ladies doing here? Three very different women, but very much the same. Queen of Cups, very nurturing, very kind. She takes care of everybody. She has a lot of emotions, and she puts her emotions into everything. And, you know, if you look at her, she's beautiful. She's very independent sitting there, taking on, you know, everything that's around her. The Queen of Swords is also extremely independent. She can be nurturing, but she can also be very blunt, straight to the point, straightforward. I was trying to say those two together, obviously. And it can come out really harsh. Sometimes she means it to be harsh. Sometimes she means well by it. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is very nurturing, very stable, very grounded in what she believes in. Sometimes she can be a person who doesn't really show a lot of emotion. And when she finally does, it can be very harsh. Excuse me. Wow. Ooh, the Tower. So this thought that you are having, that you want to say, or somebody said to you, shook you up a lot. It was like a major shakeup in your life. And was it because something was going really slowly? Could this be at work or a friendly social circle? Don't get caught up in these genders because it could be a man or a woman, even though there's three queens here. It doesn't matter. So what caused the Tower? What caused the Tower to fall? The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. Is it that you guys knew what was going on? Is this what caused the Tower to fall? The Five of Cups. Being really, really sad over something that was said or something that had to be said, either by you or somebody else. But it brought clarity with the Sun. And it seems like you've been working on that for a long time, that thing that needed to be said. Or somebody else was working on it for a long time. And it was just building and building and building. The Sun also represents Leo. So we have water, we have air, we have earth, we have fire. Seven of Wands. This guy looks pretty happy, but he also looks like he's standing his ground. He's like, I did all of this work. And here I stand, recognize me. And why do you want to be recognized? Ten of Wands. Because you've been overburdened. Things have been really heavy. You've been trudging along regardless of how heavy things have been. And the Six of Pentacles. Giving way too much of yourself to somebody. And this could be you're giving, we have Pentacles here. And a lot of fire and a lot of Pentacles. So I feel like you've been giving a lot to a job. And if you're thinking like your family's a job, maybe you've been giving a lot to your family and you don't feel like you're getting anything in return, but you really want to be recognized for it. You've been carrying a load, a really heavy load, and it's time for it to come out. So these three women, Three of Cups. Maybe this is your tribe. Maybe you need to start talking to your tribe. Because this is a very spiritual, yes, sometimes it's a three-party situation, but in this card, it's a very spiritual, abundant, like they're just having fun. And they're all intertwined in all of these really wonderful emotions. And the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like after this Tower moment here, after this conversation is had and we have the Tower moment, things can start building again. You can find a little bit more balance. You don't have to give so much. You can stand your ground and say, I've been working really, really hard and I'm super, super pissed off about it. Because I'm not even feeling sad with the Five of Cups. Because this guy's like cloaked in black. Like he's kind of pissed off, Like he doesn't want to be in that situation. Who's the Knight of Pentacles? Is that a feeling that it's just going really slowly? What's going really slowly? I just feel like you guys really need to say something. Something needs to come out. And if the Tower hasn't fallen yet, if this one thing hasn't been said, it needs to be said so it can fall. Nine of Swords definitely needs to be said. You guys are really stuck up in your heads right now. You're not sleeping, probably not eating, maybe depressed. Or maybe you put somebody else in this state. But I have a feeling that that's not what happened. I think that maybe, and it could have been because we have the Queen of Swords here and we have the Ace of Swords. Maybe she said something, that upset you. Put you in a Nine of Swords state. Now you have to think. Think about what's been done. Your Tower has fallen. But it brought clarity. Because when the Tower falls, it's okay that the Tower falls. Because something good always comes out of the Tower falling. It means that there was a lesson that had to be learned. Something was unstable. The ground shook. Now there's rubble and you can start rebuilding and you can find a little more balance. Do you feel like that rebuilding is going really slowly? Or do you feel like the Tower's falling really slowly? Like just get it over with already. Now we have the Knight of Swords. This is my word vomit card. Even in this deck, it's a word vomit card. I mean, this guy is coming in and he's like, oh, look at me, here I come. I'm going to say whatever I want to say, whenever I want to say it. And it's biting. It's not fun. Not fun at all. So what do we do? I feel like maybe you guys are at a point in your life, and I'm not sure if it's in relationships. It doesn't seem like a love situation. It seems like a very work-oriented thing where you've had this really great idea. It's not working out. Maybe there's a project you were supposed to work on. Maybe there was something you wanted to get started and it didn't work out. And now you're all up in your head about it because you worked really hard. And now what do we do? What do we do, Pisces? Wow. All right. One more. I'm glad they said one more. Shoosh. I was getting a little worried about you guys, but we got this. We got this. No problem. We got it. Okay. So we got the Hanged Man. You're not sure what to do. Looking at things differently. This guy's really stuck in that tree, though. This isn't like the Rider-Waite where he's enlightened. He's just stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm just stuck here. And I'm like stuck in my own mind of angsty darkness and shadows. And then we have the Eight of Cups. And it's almost like this guy's sneaking away in the middle of the night instead of, because normally to me, this is like a journey of yourself, looking for yourself, going on a journey. And it could be that that's what you're doing. But sneaking away to do it may not be the best thing to do. Like hiding away, not telling anybody, not talking to anybody, because you have something to say, unless this is what made you in this state. But I think that if something made you in that state, then you should probably say something back. The Devil. Look at that card. Those people are like slaves to that guy. Chained, bound. You can't get out of a very terrible, evil situation. And maybe this is you looking in your shadow self as you slink away in the night. Ace of Pentacles. Brand new start. Is that what happens after we go through the shadow period? After we go through death, transformation. So we have the Tower, we have death, we have the Devil. Something really big is happening within you, and that's okay. Something really big is transforming within you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This Queen of Cups doesn't have to be you. It could be a Scorpio. Cancer, you, Pisces. But with the Two of Swords, so when you look at this picture, she doesn't see that wolf behind her. This isn't like the denial card. This is more like, I'm ready to make a decision, but I have something behind me that's creeping up. And it's kind of stopping me in my tracks. My son's here. I don't know if you heard him coughing. So after things are said, after you work really, really hard and get things done, and you get your Ace of Pentacles, and you get going, and this doesn't have to be like money falling from the sky. It doesn't have to be, you know, a house that was just given to Ed McMahon's not going to show. Well, he's not going to show up anyways, but you know what I mean. You're not just going to get like an inheritance, or you might. But the Ace of Pentacles is like the universe handing you a gift and saying, now work with it. Work with this very stable, tangible gift that I'm handing you. May not be really big. Could just be a person. Maybe it's the Queen of Pentacles. Here's some support. Or maybe the Queen of Pentacles is your Devil. But I feel like you guys are moving really, really slowly. And what's really awesome is all of this transformation that's happening at the end of November. Everything that's going on, trying to find balance within you, maybe actually coming out and speaking your truth and other people hearing you, you're going to be recognized. The Six of Wands, recognition, feeling victorious, fighting and winning. And I don't necessarily mean like actual fighting. So I think the message here for the end of November is, if you have a squad, talk to them. If somebody hurt you by something they said, talk to them. Tell them what it was. Get it out. Because you can't live, you can't live in the hanged man state. You can't live like bound like that and stuck and in your mind. Because this is not enlightened here. Because you have victory coming. And I hope you recognize that. I hope you can see that. And I hope you can get out of that And if it's, in a job that's not serving you, you have a really great opportunity this month to promote yourself. If it's relationship with friends, open up. If they're really good friends, they'll listen. So shop talk really quick. I hope you guys have a really great November and a wonderful Thanksgiving for those in the United States that celebrate. November specials are still going. Click the link below. Everybody who has donated to the channel, thank you so much. It's really helping this channel to stay going. Because I'm doing this full time, there's no way I'd be able to have another job and do this because I love helping everybody. And I have been really busy, but the donations are amazing. So thank you. And if you would like to donate and you're not ready for a reading, the link is also below. And let's see. Oh, gift certificates. If you guys would like to get gift certificates for birthdays or for the holidays coming up, I will honor the November prices for those gift certificate readings. Instant Go app. This has been a blessing and a curse. I love it actually because I can help people right away. You can text me. There's a link below. It's an app that only iPhone users can use right now. But the link is below to contact me, and you can text me a question and make sure, because each text question that you send is another charge. So make sure the very first question that you send me your name. If you don't want to send me your name, you can remain anonymous. But send me your sun sign and anybody else who's involved, their sun sign. And then I will throw some cards down and I will text you back. So please, please, please remember that if you do not want to be charged twice for the same question, make sure all the information with the question is in the very first text. There's only 160 limit of characters, so that too. And what else? Oh, I'll be traveling starting the first weekend in December. I will be in Iowa, in a small town in Iowa in December. And then the middle of December and in January, I'm going to be coming back and forth from home and here, but I will be starting to travel on the East Coast. I'll be in I'll be near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I think mid-December. I'm not really sure exactly of the date yet, but I'll let you know. And then in January, I'm going to be in Florida and I'll be working my way up. So let me know if you want me to stop by. I would love to meet everybody and do an in-person reading for you, and we can work out logistics and all that. So have a really great November, and I will be back for your December readings. Bye.